When do you go to school?
Bạn đi học lúc nào?
When do you go to school?
When do you go to school?
I go to school at 7 o'clock.
Tôi đi học lúc 7 giờ.
I go to school at 7 o'clock.
I go to school at 7 o'clock.
When do you eat breakfast?
Bạn ăn sáng khi nào?
When do you eat breakfast?
When do you eat breakfast?
I eat breakfast at 7:30.
Tôi ăn sáng lúc 7 giờ rưỡi.
I eat breakfast at 7:30.
I eat breakfast at 7:30.
When do you go to bed?
Bạn đi ngủ khi nào?
When do you go to bed?
When do you go to bed?
I go to bed at 9 o'clock.
Tôi đi ngủ lúc 9 giờ.
I go to bed at 9 o'clock.
I go to bed at 9 o'clock.
When do you do your homework?
Bạn làm bài tập khi nào?
When do you do your homework?
When do you do your homework?
I do my homework in the evening.
Tôi làm bài tập vào buổi tối.
I do my homework in the evening.
I do my homework in the evening.
When do you have English class?
Bạn học tiếng Anh khi nào?
When do you have English class?
When do you have English class?
I have English on Monday.
Tôi học tiếng Anh vào thứ Hai.
I have English on Monday.
I have English on Monday.
When do you eat lunch?
Bạn ăn trưa khi nào?
When do you eat lunch?
When do you eat lunch?
I eat lunch at 12 o'clock.
Tôi ăn trưa lúc 12 giờ.
I eat lunch at 12 o'clock.
I eat lunch at 12 o'clock.
When do you watch TV?
Bạn xem TV khi nào?
When do you watch TV?
When do you watch TV?
I watch TV after dinner.
Tôi xem TV sau bữa tối.
I watch TV after dinner.
I watch TV after dinner.
When do you visit your grandparents?
Bạn thăm ông bà khi nào?
When do you visit your grandparents?
When do you visit your grandparents?
I visit them on Sundays.
Tôi thăm ông bà vào Chủ nhật.
I visit them on Sundays.
I visit them on Sundays.
When do you play with your friends?
Bạn chơi với bạn khi nào?
When do you play with your friends?
When do you play with your friends?
I play with my friends after school.
Tôi chơi với bạn sau giờ học.
I play with my friends after school.
I play with my friends after school.
When do you read books?
Bạn đọc sách khi nào?
When do you read books?
When do you read books?
I read books before bed.
Tôi đọc sách trước khi đi ngủ.
I read books before bed.
I read books before bed.
When do you brush your teeth?
Bạn đánh răng khi nào?
When do you brush your teeth?
When do you brush your teeth?
I brush my teeth after breakfast.
Tôi đánh răng sau bữa sáng.
I brush my teeth after breakfast.
I brush my teeth after breakfast.
When do you eat dinner?
Bạn ăn tối khi nào?
When do you eat dinner?
When do you eat dinner?
I eat dinner at 6 o'clock.
Tôi ăn tối lúc 6 giờ.
I eat dinner at 6 o'clock.
I eat dinner at 6 o'clock.
When do you play games?
Bạn chơi trò chơi khi nào?
When do you play games?
When do you play games?
I play games on weekends.
Tôi chơi trò chơi vào cuối tuần.
I play games on weekends.
I play games on weekends.
When do you go shopping?
Bạn đi mua sắm khi nào?
When do you go shopping?
When do you go shopping?
I go shopping on Saturday.
Tôi đi mua sắm vào thứ Bảy.
I go shopping on Saturday.
I go shopping on Saturday.
When do you help your mom?
Bạn giúp mẹ khi nào?
When do you help your mom?
When do you help your mom?
I help my mom every day.
Tôi giúp mẹ mỗi ngày.
I help my mom every day.
I help my mom every day.
When do you eat fruit?
Bạn ăn trái cây khi nào?
When do you eat fruit?
When do you eat fruit?
I eat fruit after lunch.
Tôi ăn trái cây sau bữa trưa.
I eat fruit after lunch.
I eat fruit after lunch.
When do you draw pictures?
Bạn vẽ tranh khi nào?
When do you draw pictures?
When do you draw pictures?
I draw pictures in my free time.
Tôi vẽ tranh vào lúc rảnh.
I draw pictures in my free time.
I draw pictures in my free time.
When do you go swimming?
Bạn đi bơi khi nào?
When do you go swimming?
When do you go swimming?
I go swimming in summer.
Tôi đi bơi vào mùa hè.
I go swimming in summer.
I go swimming in summer.
When do you go to the park?
Bạn đi công viên khi nào?
When do you go to the park?
When do you go to the park?
I go to the park in the afternoon.
Tôi đi công viên vào buổi chiều.
I go to the park in the afternoon.
I go to the park in the afternoon.
When do you eat ice cream?
Bạn ăn kem khi nào?
When do you eat ice cream?
When do you eat ice cream?
I eat ice cream in summer.
Tôi ăn kem vào mùa hè.
I eat ice cream in summer.
I eat ice cream in summer.
When do you celebrate your birthday?
Bạn mừng sinh nhật khi nào?
When do you celebrate your birthday?
When do you celebrate your birthday?
I celebrate my birthday in May.
Tôi mừng sinh nhật vào tháng 5.
I celebrate my birthday in May.
I celebrate my birthday in May.
When do you clean your room?
Bạn dọn phòng khi nào?
When do you clean your room?
When do you clean your room?
I clean my room on Sunday.
Tôi dọn phòng vào chủ nhật.
I clean my room on Sunday.
I clean my room on Sunday.
When do you visit your friends?
Bạn thăm bạn bè khi nào?
When do you visit your friends?
When do you visit your friends?
I visit my friends on weekends.
Tôi thăm bạn bè vào cuối tuần.
I visit my friends on weekends.
I visit my friends on weekends.
When do you ride your bike?
Bạn đi xe đạp khi nào?
When do you ride your bike?
When do you ride your bike?
I ride my bike in the morning.
Tôi đi xe đạp vào buổi sáng.
I ride my bike in the morning.
I ride my bike in the morning.
When do you wake up?
Bạn thức dậy khi nào?
When do you wake up?
When do you wake up?
I wake up at 6 o'clock.
Tôi thức dậy lúc 6 giờ.
I wake up at 6 o'clock.
I wake up at 6 o'clock.
When do you take a shower?
Bạn tắm khi nào?
When do you take a shower?
When do you take a shower?
I take a shower in the evening.
Tôi tắm vào buổi tối.
I take a shower in the evening.
I take a shower in the evening.
When do you feed your pet?
Bạn cho thú cưng ăn khi nào?
When do you feed your pet?
When do you feed your pet?
I feed my pet every morning.
Tôi cho thú cưng ăn mỗi sáng.
I feed my pet every morning.
I feed my pet every morning.
When do you go on vacation?
Bạn đi nghỉ mát khi nào?
When do you go on vacation?
When do you go on vacation?
I go on vacation in July.
Tôi đi nghỉ mát vào tháng 7.
I go on vacation in July.
I go on vacation in July.
When do you start school?
Bạn nhập học khi nào?
When do you start school?
When do you start school?
I start school in September.
Tôi nhập học vào tháng 9.
I start school in September.
I start school in September.
When do you finish school?
Bạn tan học khi nào?
When do you finish school?
When do you finish school?
I finish school at 4 o'clock.
Tôi tan học lúc 4 giờ.
I finish school at 4 o'clock.
I finish school at 4 o'clock.
When do you take a nap?
Bạn ngủ trưa khi nào?
When do you take a nap?
When do you take a nap?
I take a nap after lunch.
Tôi ngủ trưa sau bữa trưa.
I take a nap after lunch.
I take a nap after lunch.
When do you play soccer?
Bạn chơi bóng đá khi nào?
When do you play soccer?
When do you play soccer?
I play soccer on Sunday.
Tôi chơi bóng đá vào chủ nhật.
I play soccer on Sunday.
I play soccer on Sunday.
When do you read comics?
Bạn đọc truyện tranh khi nào?
When do you read comics?
When do you read comics?
I read comics at night.
Tôi đọc truyện tranh vào buổi tối.
I read comics at night.
I read comics at night.
When do you go to the library?
Bạn đi thư viện khi nào?
When do you go to the library?
When do you go to the library?
I go to the library on Friday.
Tôi đi thư viện vào thứ Sáu.
I go to the library on Friday.
I go to the library on Friday.
When do you go to the dentist?
Bạn đi nha sĩ khi nào?
When do you go to the dentist?
When do you go to the dentist?
I go to the dentist twice a year.
Tôi đi nha sĩ 2 lần một năm.
I go to the dentist twice a year.
I go to the dentist twice a year.
When do you visit your cousins?
Bạn thăm anh chị em họ khi nào?
When do you visit your cousins?
When do you visit your cousins?
I visit my cousins in summer.
Tôi thăm họ hàng vào mùa hè.
I visit my cousins in summer.
I visit my cousins in summer.
When do you clean the house?
Bạn dọn nhà khi nào?
When do you clean the house?
When do you clean the house?
I clean the house on weekends.
Tôi dọn nhà vào cuối tuần.
I clean the house on weekends.
I clean the house on weekends.
When do you call your friend?
Bạn gọi cho bạn khi nào?
When do you call your friend?
When do you call your friend?
I call my friend at night.
Tôi gọi cho bạn vào buổi tối.
I call my friend at night.
I call my friend at night.
When do you listen to music?
Bạn nghe nhạc khi nào?
When do you listen to music?
When do you listen to music?
I listen to music every day.
Tôi nghe nhạc mỗi ngày.
I listen to music every day.
I listen to music every day.
When do you go fishing?
Bạn đi câu cá khi nào?
When do you go fishing?
When do you go fishing?
I go fishing in spring.
Tôi đi câu cá vào mùa xuân.
I go fishing in spring.
I go fishing in spring.
When do you watch movies?
Bạn xem phim khi nào?
When do you watch movies?
When do you watch movies?
I watch movies on Friday night.
Tôi xem phim vào tối thứ Sáu.
I watch movies on Friday night.
I watch movies on Friday night.
When do you go camping?
Bạn đi cắm trại khi nào?
When do you go camping?
When do you go camping?
I go camping in autumn.
Tôi đi cắm trại vào mùa thu.
I go camping in autumn.
I go camping in autumn.
When do you dance?
Bạn nhảy khi nào?
When do you dance?
When do you dance?
I dance at the party.
Tôi nhảy ở bữa tiệc.
I dance at the party.
I dance at the party.
When do you paint pictures?
Bạn vẽ tranh khi nào?
When do you paint pictures?
When do you paint pictures?
I paint pictures at school.
Tôi vẽ tranh ở trường.
I paint pictures at school.
I paint pictures at school.
When do you get up on Sunday?
Bạn dậy lúc mấy giờ vào Chủ nhật?
When do you get up on Sunday?
When do you get up on Sunday?
I get up at 8 o'clock.
Tôi dậy lúc 8 giờ.
I get up at 8 o'clock.
I get up at 8 o'clock.
When do you have your birthday?
Bạn có sinh nhật khi nào?
When do you have your birthday?
When do you have your birthday?
My birthday is in April.
Sinh nhật tôi vào tháng 4.
My birthday is in April.
My birthday is in April.
When do you do sports?
Bạn chơi thể thao khi nào?
When do you do sports?
When do you do sports?
I do sports in the afternoon.
Tôi chơi thể thao vào buổi chiều.
I do sports in the afternoon.
I do sports in the afternoon.
When do you study math?
Bạn học toán khi nào?
When do you study math?
When do you study math?
I study math on Tuesday.
Tôi học toán vào thứ Ba.
I study math on Tuesday.
I study math on Tuesday.
When do you feel happy?
Bạn cảm thấy vui khi nào?
When do you feel happy?
When do you feel happy?
I feel happy when I play with my friends.
Tôi thấy vui khi chơi với bạn.
I feel happy when I play with my friends.
I feel happy when I play with my friends.
Motherfucking design all right now.